Hey guys, I just want to show you a couple of news items from today I thought were pretty interesting. This is on my X page, and I just want you to take a look with me. First one is a video I want to play. This is great for sharing.
The big finance. In the months ahead, central banks around the world are planning to go digital. Many of the legacy banks you've heard of, where you probably even keep your money, like Bank of America, Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo, they're about to be reset, overhauled by a new type of technology called fintech, which is short for financial technology.
Yeah, can I ask you, what exactly does that mean for the banks and all of us, you and me?
Essentially, it means the function of our banks is about to change. They probably won't raise public suspicion about it by changing the signs on your bank's branches. But according to my sources, the Federal Reserve will soon own all the banks. And your local branch, it's simply going to be like a licensee of the Fed. In other words, the banking infrastructure is being rebuilt from the ground up. And very few Americans are aware this is even happening. We are right on the verge of a once-in-a-generation opportunity to profit by investing in the companies that are building out the architecture for this massive shift. Put simply, financial technology is revolutionizing the $23 trillion old guard banking industry. You see, over the past 3 years, while the total value of U.S. bank stocks has slid by 30%, the total value of fintech stocks has increased by 272%. This chart shows the early stages of this huge distortion in action.
It's amazing. Why don't we hear about this shift in the news? I mean, this seems to me like it should be a front page story.
I totally agree. But yeah, I got to remember the central banks and the folks on Wall Street, they want to keep this transformation under wraps for as long as they possibly can.
So they can get in front of it first.
Of course. And to avoid panic. This reset will be a huge shock when Americans catch on. That's why the average person won't hear a word about the story until it's obvious to just about everyone. And by then, it's going to be too late.
Yeah, the profits will be gone.
Right, the same way it works with any world-changing investment story. That's why if you're going to invest, I'd recommend you do it right now, today.
Now, this is the biggest thing almost nobody is talking about. A full-blown financial revolution is happening all over the world, and XRP is leading the way. It's right at the cusp of creating hundreds of thousands of millionaires this cycle. And it's all because of ISO 20022. Ripple, the company behind XRP, is boldly aligned. This will ensure that XRP is the first crypto to break into this world financial game on a scale that traditional systems simply cannot match. Many people don't realize this, but the SWIFT banking system is on the verge of being rendered obsolete by XRP and XRPL. The combined forces of Ripple, XRPL, and the adoption of ISO are creating a convert.
Okay, that's the first one. And there were a couple others I caught today that I would like to share that are really good. This is the second one.
To right a wrong was the Great Depression, purposefully implemented for more government control, a weaker, poorer populace, and a steady decline in American economics. Is FDR's legacy of progressive politics, the New Deal, and massive taxes, and gold confiscation going to be erased by Trump? Reinstitution of the gold standard? Is that the meaning of the special March 4th speech? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Either way, the date is curious to say the least, and everything has meaning when it comes to POTUS.
When we have restored the price level, we shall seek to establish and maintain a dollar which will not change its purchasing and debt-paying power during the succeeding generations. The United States must take firmly in its own hands the control of the gold value of our dollar. I am going to establish a government market for gold in the United States. That price is to be determined from time to time after consultation with the Secretary of the Treasury and the President.
Get your popcorn ready. March 4th could be what we've all been waiting for.
All right, I've got one more here.
That mean and what are the details? With the new deadline of July 14th when before it was March 10th. That means it got pushed back 4 months. The Federal Reserve announced that it has a go, no-go date set for June 27th. This means that this is the final date for them to determine market readiness for adoption. If they determine that too many banks are still behind on implementations by this date, they can delay the ISO 20022 adoption once again, calling it a no-go. But if they determine on June 27th that everything is in place and ready, they would call it a go on that same day. And then July 14th, all systems will go live on the same day. Because like I said in the beginning, this will be a big bang migration. And if you read at the end, it also says that they will not be providing translation services. This means they will not be using or providing support for the old system on that date. Once the new ISO 20022 goes live, the old MT language will not be supported at all on the Fedwire system. So July 14th is a hard deadline. But there was supposed to be a deadline for using the legacy systems, and that was supposed to end in November. Correct. But that date is for Swift's CBPR Plus, which is their cross-border payments and reporting plus system. As of right now, that date is still set for November. They haven't pushed it back. So domestic banks using the Fedwire system have a hard deadline for the ISO 20022 on July 14th. International banks worldwide using Swift's cross-border payments have until November 22nd. Additionally, Swift's annual general meeting is scheduled for the second Thursday of June each year, which will be June 12th of 2025 this year. They could decide on that date to extend the deadline 4 months, like the Fedwire did, but I could not find anything on Swift's website about a go, no-go date. So November 22nd could just be the hard stop date. So to summarize, ISO changed from March 10th to July 14th. The Federal Reserve's ISO go, no-go date is June 27th. Swift's meeting is June 12th. And Swift's CBPR plus ISO 20022 deadline is November 22nd. November 22nd could be a really good day for XRP because we know it uses Swift's through EastNet's payment safe system. And when this new system goes live, I'm pretty sure things could look pretty bullish. Wealth, love, and authenticity to you all.
Love it. That's some news from today. If you want to follow me on X, 107 Semi 2020. That's my account. And if you want to get into crypto, you can open a Caleb Brown account, wire some money in, swap it for XRP, XLM, XDC, and you're off and running. Buy and hold. Have a great day.